Have you ever returned from a trip and felt like you've learned something new about yourself, or even the world around you? It's not just the sights, sounds, and tastes of a place that make an impact. Travel opens your mind to a new world and changes your perspective. Today, I'll discuss how travel broadens your opportunities and perspectives to enhance your knowledge. Whether you're backpacking through the mountains or exploring a really busy city, travel teaches you like no classroom can. Travel is more than just sightseeing. It's about learning to embrace different cultures, discovering new ways of thinking, and expanding our knowledge about the world and ourselves. We'll look at how travel improves cultural understanding, fosters personal growth, and teaches valuable life skills. This past summer, I had the opportunity to travel to Zanzibar, Tanzania. What I thought would be a relaxing getaway by the Indian Ocean turned into an amazing, eye-opening experience that changes how I view the world. Traveling exposes you to different cultures, traditions, and ways of life. It pushes you out of your cultural bubble and challenges preconceived notions that you might have about the world. According to Global Explorations, written by Political Studies, states, as travelers interact with locals, they gain insight into challenges, aspirations, and political contexts that shape a notion. Such as interactions speak curiosity and open the door to conversations about local government, human rights, and social justice. When you experience life in a foreign country, whether it's the cuisine, language, or social customs, you develop a deeper empathy and appreciation for diversity. While in Zanzibar, I had the opportunity to visit Stone Town, a World Heritage Site, and learn about the island's rich cultural history, including its role in the spice trade and the blended African, Arab, Indian, and European influences. One memorable experience I had was walking through the spice market. That was where all the locals would sell their spices, fabrics, and homemade goods. With the warmth and hospitality of the Zanzibari people, despite the language barriers, taught me how important it is to keep an open mind and appreciate other ways of life. This visit made me realize how much we can learn from cultures that are vastly different from our own. One day on this trip, we also had the opportunity to form relationships with locals and learning how they provide for their family and do day-to-day tasks. We were invited into their home to enjoy a nice home-cooked meal. We split up into different groups, and we all had our own house. They taught us how to make their custom foods, and one thing that I remember vividly was how to make chapati, which is something like a homemade tortilla or pita bread. We all shared stories about our personal life and answered all questions that we had, whether it would be us asking them questions about their culture or them asking us questions about our life back home. It was truly amazing to see how we all experienced different things, no matter where we lived. Travel often puts you in unfamiliar situations that test your problem-solving skills, adaptability, and resilience. It helps you grow as a person by stepping out of your comfort zone. Studies show that traveling boosts your self-confidence, awareness, and emotional intelligence because it encourages independence and abilities to navigate challenges in new environments. It also teaches patience and flexibility when things don't go your way as traveling, which can be very valuable life lessons. Think about the last time you traveled and something went wrong, whether that be a delayed flight or a language barrier. Figuring out how to communicate with locals or adjusting your plans builds resilience and teaches adaptability. I can remember on my way back home from Zanzibar, we had a flight leaving Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, going to Kenya. That was our first flight of the trip, and it was delayed. As a 17-year-old in Africa, I was nervous that I wasn't going to make it home, but I was reassured that I would make it to Kenya and still have time to make it on my flight to JFK. So after the reassurance, I decided to still go, and hopefully I would make it home safe. As we arrived in Kenya, we got off the plane, and I looked at my friend, and we were like, we have to make it to the gate. But as we reached the gate, we got the look from the workers that our plane had already left. They redirected us to the help desk, and we were greeted there by many angry customers as well. As two 17-year-olds in Africa, we got pushed around a lot, and we didn't make it to the front as fast as we wanted to. After a while and a long sleepless night, we eventually got the help we needed. With this experience, I think we both gained a new sense of having confidence and independence. We learned how to speak up for ourselves in order to get the help we needed. As challenges arose, we were able to adapt and learn in these situations. Traveling allows you to learn about history, geography, and global issues in more direct ways than books or media can provide. It turns abstract concepts into real-life experiences. Studies show that travelers are more likely to engage in lifelong learning because they are exposed to new ideas, political systems, and environment concerns. You develop a more well-rounded worldview when you see historical landmarks and witness global challenges like climate change, urbanization firsthand. During my trip to Zanzibar, I visited an old slave market in Stone Town, which houses a museum now. We stood in underground chambers where enslaved Africans were held being sold. It was a really haunting experience. It made the history of slavery feel so much more real than what I had read in textbooks. Learning about Zanzibar's role in the global slave trade and seeing historical sites firsthand broadened my understanding. It also deepened my appreciation for the resilience of the human spirit. In conclusion, travel is not just a way to escape the daily routine. It is a powerful tool for expanding horizons by enhancing cultural understanding, fostering personal growth, and expanding your knowledge. Travel broadens your perspective in ways that are deep and lasting. My trip to Zanzibar was more than just a vacation. It exposed me to new culture and helped me grow as a person by navigating unfamiliar situations and deepened my understanding with global history. These experiences changed ways I see the world, and I've carried these lessons with me ever since. So as I reflect on my journey to Zanzibar, I realize that it isn't just about seeing new places. It's about changing how you see yourself and the world around you. So next time you pack your bags, remember you're not just going on vacation. You're embarking on a journey that will leave you with new insights, fresh perspectives, and lifelong memories.